most interesting fact about human psychology. You make around 95% of all your decisions subconsciously. The brain of the average human has around 50,000 to 70,000 thoughts every day. Sadly, the vast majority of these thoughts are negative. People that mingle with other happy and positive people are generally happier than those that don't. The easier a person can access a piece of information, the harder it is to remember. The brain is generally incapable of forming new memories when you are intoxicated. You don't forget what happened when you were drunk. You simply never knew. The ability to understand and use sarcasm in day-to-day decisions is a sign of a healthy mind. People generally tend to make more rational decisions when they are thinking in another language. The average human is hardwired to always want to return a favor. If you want others to be good to you, consider being good to them first. You need around 5 positive events to outweigh 1 negative event. Your memories are so easy to manipulate that someone can convince you that you committed a crime that you didn't a long time ago. Humans tend to obsess over things that they lack because our brain is scarcity sensitive. Crying could help relieve stress and make you feel better, helping to keep your body healthy in the long run. Some people are afraid of being too happy because of the fear of something terrible happening next. Most internet trolls have been discovered to be narcissistic and psychopathic. What you thought about that troll might be true. If you act like you own an item, it increases your probability of eventually acquiring it. It's only possible for the human brain to recollect around 3 to 4 things at a time. The lengther your tongue, the more open you will be to newer sexual experiences. People who can lick their elbows are the most curious. Most people listen to music to escape from the negativities of their day-to-day life. Closing your eyes when trying to recall things will likely help you recall faster. You can trick your brain into thinking you slept well by convincing yourself that you did. The brain is the organ that processes every pain that the body feels, but it's incapable of feeling pain itself. If a patient had a brain surgery while they are awake, they won't feel any pain. The more powerful you become, the less you tend to care for others. Humans can learn to be optimistic. More surprisingly, you can teach it to yourself. More than a third of Europeans suffer from a mental health disorder. 1 in every 5 people in France is depressed. 68% of people suffer from the phantom vibration syndrome, a condition that makes you feel your phone vibrated when it didn't. There is a real psychological disorder called the Paris syndrome. It's caused by getting your hopes too high for Paris, only to get disappointed. Around 6% of the entire population have narcissistic personality disorder. There is a real condition to paranoia called paranoia. It is the condition that deludes someone into thinking people are secretly building their success. Humans don't need any evidence or logic to feel certain about a particular idea or event. Sweating for 90 minutes can shrink your brain just as much as a year of aging typically does. The feeling of being ignored is similar to the pain you feel as a result of a physical injury. Stress levels are highest in people between the ages of 18 and 33. From 33 years, people tend to see a reduction in their stress levels. You can tell why someone is crying by looking at their tears. If it's tears of joy, the first teardrop tends to drop from the right eye, while it will drop from the left in cases of sorrow. Fact and logic have little to no effect on what you choose to believe. Humans always believe whatever they want to. Humans tend to care more about a happening to a single person than massive tragedies involving a lot of people. The human brain is hardwired to always find problems, even when they are known, especially when it's prompted to find one. Heartbreak can lead to death. The broken heart syndrome, stress cardiomyopathy, can cause death from heart muscle malfunction in extreme cases. It's much easier to recollect beginnings and end of anything than the middle. It's near impossible for humans to multitask. If you think you're multitasking, what you're doing is switching between two activities really quickly. Stress can motivate you to accomplish your tasks quicker and more effectively. Friends and family are much better at predicting the future of our romantic relationship than ourselves.